So I'm back today with another Line 6 Helix dual amp dial in, and today I'm utilizing a couple amps that I've been very curious about combining together to kind of get the best of both worlds. The ones I'm using today are going to be the Tweed Blues Norm, which is a model of a Fender Bassman, and combining that with the unique sound of the US Small Tweed or the Fender Champ amp. Very small, very unique sound, but very useful little amp that's been used in many sessions, and I thought, wouldn't it be nice to combine the best qualities of both of these? So what I've started with here, and we'll take a listen to this in a second, is the Tweed Blues Norm. At these settings, this is the push 1 snapshots. So there is a full-blown ultimate version of this available at my website at the link below. This particular single snapshot preset will be available there as well for free. You can grab that and mess around with it. But the full featured preset is going to be a multi-snapshot preset with a full array of effects that's going to go all the way from clean all the way up to a nice lead tone. And at the end of the video, I'm going to play you the sound of all of those snapshots from the ultimate preset together in a mix. But for now, for this edge of breakup kind of push tone, what I have is the Tweed Blues Norm on 4.2 for the drive, 5.4 for bass, 6.5 for mid, treble at 6.4, presence at 2.7, channel volume and master both at 10, did not touch the deeper functions. That is feeding into a 410 Tweed P10R, which is kind of the natural pairing of the speaker cab to that particular amp, and that's mic'd with a 121 ribbon on the cap edge, 3.5 inches back. The other amp is going to be the US Small Tweed, as I mentioned, with the drive on 5.5, bass at 3.6, mid at 6, treble at 6.8, presence at 3.5, channel volume at 8.2, and master at 10. And that is going into its natural pairing of the 1x8-inch small tweed cab with a 160 ribbon on the cap edge, 3 inches back. Now, I've also blended that so that the split AB block before it is sending slightly more signal to the A path. So we're going to get a little bit more of the Bassman tone in there, but not by much. And it is a nice combination. And I have these all up the center. So this is going to be mono. I'm not separating these and panning them out left and right. Now, going from there, I'm on my low and high shelf, very, very subtle settings. Going to be very subtle if I turn this on or off for this particular preset, but both low and high frequencies set at 650 hertz, all the frequencies above, boosted by 1 dB, all the frequencies below, cut by 1 dB. I'm using my dynamic ambience with a 12 meter room setting, pre-delay of 5 milliseconds in the late 100 with a mix of 38%. I really like that setting. Parametric EQ, as always, as I usually use it, just being used for the low and high cut, the low cut at 100 hertz, the high cut at 10 kilohertz. And I have my trusty little LA Studio comp at the end with the peak reduction at 5, the gain at 4.8, and that's just set to give me a couple dB of gain reduction. So let's do this. Let's keep the reverb on. We're going to turn all of that off, and we'll just take a listen to each of these amps separately. I'm going to start off with a Les Paul, and then I'll let you hear it with some single coil pickups as well. So here I am with my Gibson Les Paul. Let's head over to our split block. I'll remember my setting of A26, but this is what just the Bassman tone is going to sound like. Nice beefy tone. We'll go over to the Champ tone. Thinner and kind of grainier almost. So we'll go back to A26, and this is the sound I have mixing them together. Neck pickup. Middle position. Back to bridge. See, it works really nice with all of those. So now I'm going to come and put the compressor in at the end. Again, very subtle, but it just gives a little bit of a feel difference. Going to bring in the low and high cuts. Tame some of that bottom end. I'll bring in the low and high shelf. So each of those blocks is bringing in very subtle amounts of processing, but when added all together, I think it gives a very nice result. Neck position. Middle. Back to bridge. Let's take a listen with some single coil pickups. Now I have my Sir Classic T Telly style guitar on the bridge position. Neck position. And middle position. Back to bridge. So as I mentioned, this is a single snapshot version of the full-blown Ultimate preset. You can grab this preset at the link below for free from my website, but you can also take a look at the full-blown multi-snapshot preset that's going to have a full array of effects. It's also going to be multi-snapshot going from clean all the way up to a lead tone. And I'm going to let you hear on the way out a full-blown mix using all the snapshots from the Ultimate version of this preset. It's available on my website below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoy this preset, and I hope you can make good use of it and get some inspiration to make some good music. Please like the video, share it with anybody you think would get some use or enjoyment out of watching it. Also, please subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell notification to get notified when I put new content out. I'll be back really soon with some more. Thank you guys again so much for sharing your time with me. Hope you enjoy the music on the way out. Links are below to these presets.